Alright guys, I'm doing a little tutorial on how to cook a snack with ramen. So what I did is I took hot water out of my sink, make sure it's hot enough. So I grabbed a little container, the water's in here if you can tell. So we're gonna go ahead and open up the ramen packet. We are going to put the ramen in there. I let it soak for about 2 or 3 minutes in there. So, and then I'll hold it down with a fork or something. Alright. So that's the ramen. Let me grab a fork so I can hold it down. I hold it down with a fork for about 2 or 3 minutes. Oh, by the way, don't mind that. That's what I had for dinner. But I'm just eating a little snack. I'll let it soak in there for about 3 or 2 minutes. Y'all can let it soak in there for however long y'all want. But whenever I'm soaking it and I have to go pee or something, I'll just hold it, like put the fork or something in there, whatever y'all hold it down with, and lay it on top. And then, yeah. And then sometimes whenever I just let it sit there for a little bit, I like to eat the crumbs out of here. So if y'all want to do that, y'all can too. So. Alright guys, I'm gonna come back when it's ready. Alright, so what I needed to explain was I would like kind of smash the fork in there a little bit and see if it's like flopping around. When it's flopping around, that means it's cooked well. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera back down. Alright guys, what you wanna go ahead and do after, cause it's about to be done, you want to grab a little plastic plate or a paper plate, whatever you want to grab. For me, I'm going to grab a paper plate, so there we go. Oh, these are my mom's brownies. Alright, I'm going to put the camera back down so I can open the paper plates. Alright guys, as you see, we have our paper plate here. I'm going to set it on top of the microwave because I have this in the way. Let me go put this up before I pick it back up the camera. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, let's go ahead and check on this. I like to kind of pick it up sometimes. Alright, you see how it's kind of like bending like that? That means it's done. So what I do is I bring my plate down. I'll bring my plate down. Pick it up with your hands. Come over here, let it drip down if you don't want water everywhere. So, and then I just kind of sometimes do that so I don't make a mess. And then you'll come over here, place it down on your plate. And then the next step is putting this on there. So, you don't have to use a packet, it just has flavor to it. So, y'all can also use any type of ramen. This works with every single ramen. So what you want to do, you want to take your chicken pack or whatever packet you have, whatever flavor you have, you're going to open the packet, put some on this side, soak it back in the water, and then it makes the flavor, and then you want to soak the other side too. Alright guys, I'll be right back so I can put this on there. Alright guys, so as you can tell, I just put it on there, and now we're going to put it in the water to let it soak for a couple seconds. I normally put it in there for about 10 to 20 seconds to let it soak for a little bit. So you want to get that flavor all mixed up in the water. So as you can tell, a little bit of the flavor still left on there. Yeah, I know you guys think it might be a waste, but it actually still leaves the flavor in there. So we're gonna go ahead and put it on the other side. So give me 1 second, guys. I'll pick the camera back up. Alright, guys, here we go. So I got the other side down. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back in there for the same amount of time. By the way, you can put it in there as long as you want to. So all you gotta do is let it soak in there for a little bit. If you want to put the whole packet on there, which I don't really like to do that, you can. But the little disclaimer, you can sprinkle a little bit if you have more of the chicken or whatever flavor y'all have left over, to make sure that flavor's still in there. So that's what I like to do sometimes when I don't notice that it's like yellow a lot. But it is yellow, if you can tell. So what I like to do when I'm done is I'll pick up my fork. I just eat it with my hands, so y'all can also do that too. I'll pick up my fork, put it in my sink, and let me drop the camera, put the camera down, and let me go pour this out. Anyways, I'll be right back. Alright, so what I did is I poured it down the sink. So now you have your ramen, not boiled, but I call it a little snack. And if you want it crunchy, you can put it in there for a little bit short of time. But I like mine not to be crunchy. So anyways, guys, that's a tutorial on how to cook a snack with ramen. Anyways, peace.